Hey guys, for this week's discussion we have two parts. In regards to my opinion on toll lanes, I don't have a problem with toll lanes unless they're the only route or roadway that allows people to get certain places. What I mean by that is I've actually, in Orange County, there are certain areas kind of in Aliso Viejo and other places where there is like a main toll road that you have to use to get to certain places, and I'm unfamiliar of any other highways or roadways that get you to those same places unless you pay this toll. In that instance, I think that it is really kind of unfair to certain individuals who necessarily don't have a choice. In regards to that, I think it's more of it comes down to the discussion that we've had before about regressive taxes, meaning those individuals that are lower income or don't necessarily have the money suffer more under these types of tolls and fees over those that do have higher incomes, and it affects less in that instance. But as far as charging fees, I guess it's kind of part of the deal. It's something that we can use to maintain the roadways. But as far as equity goes, it really depends. I don't necessarily think it's fair if there is a required toll to get certain places. If there are two options, if there is a roadway that does not require a toll opposed to one that only requires a toll and that's the only way you can get there, then I don't think it's fair. But I do think generally, as long as there's two ways to get somewhere and you have a toll road, it is fine. It gives somebody the choice in regards to whether they want to pay the toll to use it. Like the 241 versus the 91, you can take the 91 and not pay, or you can take the 241 to get from Orange County to Riverside and pay a toll but possibly get there faster. I think that's reasonable. As far as Oregon's proposed road usage charge, I think that's an interesting idea, and I think that's more of an equitable way of deciding who should be paying these types of taxes by monitoring mileage. I think it's more efficient. I think that it is obviously more equitable for those individuals that do not use maybe the freeway or roadways as much as others. Those individuals that use public transportation more avoid having to pay, for instance, a gas tax because they may not be purchasing gasoline. Which, why should they pay a gas tax if they don't own a car and they're not using it for that? And in a sense, they're paying a tax through using public transit. So why tax them twice? Well, I guess it's kind of the same thing as far as making those individuals that use the roadway more, that put the most wear and tear on the roadway, to help maintain that roadway. And a good way to do that is by calculating mileage. I think some of the issues that are going to be run into here, obviously, is, the self-reporting is great for those individuals that don't feel comfortable with having a device on their vehicle, kind of the Big Brother scenario. Those individuals that self-report might try to game the system, and I think that would be one way that it would be negative. But those individuals that take this seriously and either use the GPS system or don't, I think it's a good thing as far as getting taxes that way. It seems more equitable. It seems like we're more on top of who needs to pay what and how much, and I think it's a better option, maybe even than toll lanes, and is to consider doing that. So Thank you very much.